Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson, and we're looking at beating pushers this week. And if you saw a video from us earlier in the week, the idea was start trying to take time away from the opponent. Move the position up closer to the baseline, start looking to do a little more on the rise and a little more out of the air when it comes to taking that floating ball from the pusher. Today, we're looking at a specific play as we're going inside the baseline and moving towards the net that I like to call approaching down the middle. Very, very self-explanatory. I think more often than not, if you guys have seen anything from us regarding the approach shot against anybody besides a pusher, I love the idea that I'm usually approaching into the weaker side of the opponent. In this case, it's Mark's backhand, so we talk a lot about approaching into the ad side of the court. The issue with the pusher is that when I approach in, a couple things we know. They love to run, and they tend to hit very well on the run. And so by approaching down the center, we're trying to take something that they like to do away from them. And keep in mind, if I go ahead and approach to a pusher in one of the corners, in this case I'll go to that ad corner. All right, I get in there, I follow the ball. What I got to remember, besides for him now being comfortable on the run, is that I've got to shift over, I've got to take the line away, I've got to be concerned about the lob, I got to be concerned about the angle, all shots that he's comfortable with. You know, the one main reason I probably wouldn't approach down the center to a player of a different type of caliber than a pusher, let's say it was Federer, right? Why wouldn't I go down the middle to Federer? It's because he's got the ability to hit angles and passing shots and lobs from the center of the court, because he's got spin, he's got pace, he's got the ability to work the ball. This is all stuff a pusher doesn't have. A pusher doesn't have a huge driving ball. They don't have a ton of spin usually. They have a kind of a dead shot that they just make a ton of. So what I'm looking at when I approach in down the center of the court is that I've taken their movement away, and now I've taken their ability away to find these sections of the court, because this ball right now probably has to come somewhere back to me, and it's probably going to be floating most likely. So I'm either seeing a lob and I'm going to crush an overhead, or I'm going to see something floating near the center of the court, and so long as I'm moving well and confident in my net play, I'm going to get something very easy to work with if I start approaching down the center. So let's have a look at this. Mark, go ahead and feed one in. I'm going to approach down the middle, and as a pusher, let's see what he's able to do. Okay, so that's really easy. Now let's just say, for the sake of seeing the lob, because I know you guys get lobbed a lot, let's say he goes ahead and lobs, and I just make sure, you know, to hold my position as I approach a little bit closer to the service line. That overhead's not going to be a problem either. I think the one thing that you guys could get stuck doing is approaching middle, maybe going in a little bit too far, and then the lob beats you. So if the pushers you're playing tend to lob a lot, still use this play and then just stop closer to the service line. If they don't lob at that point, then you can keep closing in. But I think you'll find that that ball coming back from the pusher from the center of the court is way more manageable than the stuff that you're seeing them hit from on the run in the corners. They just have so many more options over there. All right, so that play, approach down the middle, I think it's going to be super helpful in you guys going out and beating these pushers. Hope that was super helpful. Please click a like below this video. And if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those great as well. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon.